And then if I go out and I'm like playing wiffle ball with my nephew. Put the bat down, your subs are not correct. I don't hand. I feel like I'm not. Somebody was talking in my regular videos on decoy that why is this playing so hot? I didn't even realize I was playing in my regular channel videos. I can't just stay still. This feels insanely awkward, but it's the I try to put my feet in one place when I record a video so I'm not here. It's being more weird. Like, it should look like one single city. Considering what happened to me, that's obviously sad to say. I love The Walking Dead. When I worked a regular job, it was such a social thing where every Monday morning, everybody would go to work and talk about what they just saw during The Walking Dead. It was a big moment, and honestly, when they took out Glenn, it was like they took out Glenn. And I tried to still watch the show, and it wasn't the same. I was like, oh, I don't care anymore. Like, I didn't realize that he was the self-insert, because it's like, oh, I don't care, I'm Korean, but it was like, yeah, the show definitely took its time. That has been Yellowstone for you. Yeah, Yellowstone was good. I love the 1800 series. I forget which one that's called. That was a great single story. Crazy how there's the two stores are like country musicians that just get married and they're phenomenal actors.
To bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
It's that other one.
Known for pursuing your passions. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 8.
No more stuff is going on. It's just like, who's dating who? And whose girlfriend's mad at their boyfriend? Oh my god, what's gonna happen next? And I was like, yeah. What am I watching for? Like, it just got weird. But that's what it is. You're not playing the TV shows and letting them take out the a lot of people focus on it. But Iron Season 1 was amazing. Yellowstone's good, but it's an off-the-camera stuff. The behind-the-scenes stuff that the main character has. I think that contractor speak, and they...
It's insane. People need to grow the fuck up. Help the kids.
For the character,
no problem.
We're just punishing the actor by disparaging the character that he played because of anger. That was not right. What genre of anime do you enjoy the most? It is I know you're not supposed to do this. Here's my little Pokemon binder that I got with Fitting. It's gotta be Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho, single greatest anime ever. That is my brand of anime. I just kept all these cards out. This is an amazing thing. I can't find these cards. That's why these cards are $0. I didn't like Hunter x Hunter. Thank you for the promise of Darwin. People told me, if you like Hunter, if you like Yu Yu Hakusho, you're gonna like Hunter x Hunter, and you're gonna like, there's another anime they say is very similar. I tried both of them, couldn't get into it. I kinda like them. What was that other one? It's about My Hero Academia. I got into it. Tensions of various anime, couldn't get into it. So that was down to the sword that's back there, right? Bleach, get back to it. Hunter x Hunter and Bleach. People told me to watch those next. And honestly, I just couldn't get into it.
swear.
Yusuke, he made
Spencer?
a close second. What good?
Pratt, in-person voting won by a large margin. Early voting favored Canthas, then every subsequent day since Nithya Raman was behind. The insane part about this is people thought they had to be postmarked on election day, but no, they remove the postmark or all the identifying marks of who've cast the ballots and when it got there from the actual ballot, and as long as the ballot itself is handwritten saying, hey, I voted before election day, I filled this out before election day, and if it's a lie, you would never know who cast this ballot. The Supreme Court just upheld that, saying this is allowed, and the shocking thing is we allegedly have a conservative Supreme Court, but the court was divided 5-4. They say the ruling authored by Justice Amy Coney Barrett is a setback for Trump, who frequently criticized mail-in voting, claiming without offering evidence, this is NBC News, it is rife with fraud. 2 of the court's conservatives were joined by 3 liberals in the majority. So I think it was,
Officers were called to a multi-vehicle crash
who was the other
at an
guy?
intersection in
But
Nequin, Wisconsin. The driver at fault. Later identified
But just
as
the idea that
51-year-old
Amy
John
Coney Barrett
fled the
kind of
scene
been a
immediately.
disaster for
The
Republicans
officer was
ever since Trump put her in
Yeah,
the
see, a
Supreme
lot of
Court.
people are recognizing that. Yeah, you know, it is behavior you usually laugh at. It's cute, isn't it? Right, so when we're dealing with things that are way above and beyond us, that's why we try to explain to people we're dead. Like, we're not even here. Yeah. You try to explain to people. Right, and so others see that. We know a lot of times it's no effort. Usually you wouldn't even bother with those kind of people. Yeah, you just laugh off their stupidity and ignorance. It doesn't do you any good. Right, so we're showing others what it does. When you try to explain reality to those people, how it upsets them, they attack you, they threaten to make calls, have you taken in for talking about conspiracy theories, verbal abuse. Yeah, you know, saying that people's ignorance and silencing the truth speakers is what's getting people killed, that's not verbal abuse. Okay, I'm not yelling it at them or saying it to them rudely at all. No, when we're on here in class, most definitely we're speaking to you motherfuckers here in this community that have been fucking with those people. Right, so we could care less. Like we said, they can take it to their deathbed and so can you, and you can lick each other's assholes all the way to hell. I really don't care. Yeah, we've done this a long time. These cases are nothing new to us. So we don't see best friend, business partner, losing anything, gaining anything, nothing. We don't see any of that. Family, not family, respected, badge, lab coat, none of that. But we also do very much see it and respect. We give credit where credit is due, you know? Very much so. We have a huge respect for our systems and law and order. And we're very pissed off and upset at the people that have been misusing and abusing a lot of the funding, weaponry. Yeah, the fuckery too in these communities with the salespeople and druggies is so fucking sick and scary and disgusting to us, and it has been for a long time. And good investigators and people literally killed themselves. And they went out literally talking about these things in the Mayan drug trafficking line. And when you see what these people did to them and what they say after the fact is so sick and disturbing. What they say about the little boy that got beaten up in the tub by this sick fuck they're protecting. You people need fucking help. If I were you, I'd get your shit and I'd really pack it up and get the fuck out of here. For real. And to any proper authorities or anybody listening, these things need to be addressed. The child and animal abuse being fed out to the investigative teams and what's that connected to, and how you start seeing the terminology of Hamas and Karens and where all that came from. Yeah, no, they don't see it and they don't want to see it. And if we even start to talk about it, they get angry, upset, they go into a tangent, tell us they're going to make calls, we need to leave. It's insane. They say things that aren't even real. They manipulate and twist what they think other people believe. Right, it's like I literally said to them too, the ignorance, that ignorance right there and them silencing people is a big concern to us. No, it's not. Yes, it is a big concern to us. No, it's not. Okay, so that right there is a sick fucking mental illness, and we shouldn't have to deal with that, but we do. You know, because we love and we care about people. We're trying to help bring clarity and understanding. Yeah, most people would just knock it the fuck out. It gets killed a lot too in these situations. I'm pretty sure that we have teams of people that have been waiting for that. So sick. Very sad and disturbing. So yeah, anyways, hopefully people are listening, and a lot of them see that, and they're showing this in the training classes, how without this awareness, and also without a lot of our watchers, probation officers, investigators, people that have been with us for years, right? I mean, there's sides there too. Just like in the medical world, you have Group A and Group B doctors. Yeah, tread it across the board. I don't know what you fucking people think you're doing, but enough's enough, okay? All right, so hopefully the proper authorities start addressing these things, because this is really sad what's happening to these kids. Those kids are the ones you could be concerned about. Those kids being tortured and abused that are in the hands of their abusers are who you should be concerned about, and how that's connected. I know many people don't want to expose it because it hurts their business and they really don't care about your kids. Yeah, and they don't want to make themselves look bad either. They don't want to look like they were stupid or liars or were manipulated or fooled by their own kids that have moved away. Right, Mr. Jones and Mr. Rogan? Yeah, down to Florida and Texas, California, New York, Colorado, Alaska. And I can keep going. There's a lot of areas these folks like to tread to. And when you see the same fucking bullshit happening in those areas with the spikes, with the transgender stuff and the race stuff, yeah, you know, they're very careful. And they really just throw stuff out there and they wait and they see whatever gets people going, what they're going to talk about. What's going to be the most irritant, create the most drama. It's what they do. It's actually a business to them. So yeah, I really could care less about all of you all. For real, you're sick, nasty people. But we do care about all of you all, for real. Oh my gosh, right? We want to help those people who care like us, who are speaking out about the truth and the facts and trying to help bring awareness and understanding. Clarity, awareness, and understanding. Yeah, I think getting proper education into our public school systems and Western medicine, addressing the facts and concerns with the vaccines and the overprescribing of SSRIs. Yeah, the weed wars going on. Talk about a war on drugs, huh? Yeah, how in the states where it's illegal, these people are trafficking laced marijuana. That's really dangerous. It's actually way more dangerous than some of the other drugs that are of heavy concern. Yeah, like fentanyl and stuff. The laced weed can be way more dangerous. So yeah, it's a huge concern and they take it very seriously. It's not just marijuana. And, you know, wherever you are, you should abide by those laws. And if you get caught doing something you shouldn't, if you know you're doing something that's illegal, you should have an awareness that if you get caught, you might get arrested or have to pay a ticket or a fine. And just because you think it shouldn't be the law or it should be changed doesn't mean you yell at them and act like a fool because you think and other people believe it should be changed. You have to, you know, time and space. I think it is sad, you know, I mean, it can't happen overnight, right? Supply and demand. And it's sad that a lot of our mainstream news people and other adults in our education systems aren't bringing that understanding to people and instead just get them going. get them angry, get them protesting. When you think about, too, the abortion clinics and the farms and the businesses connected to these things and investigations, and when you start understanding how that's connected to these very abusive networks, right, and how a lot of those people are good people. There's farm hands. I was just working there for a few weeks, seasonal work. Yeah, I know. It's what a lot of those places do. It's like the fundraising companies. Go around different city to city every 3 to 4 weeks, put an ad in the paper, hire people off the street, pay under the table. I know. Remember how easy that was? Yeah, we were doing that stuff just to explain to you how easy that stuff is in these companies, raising money for firefighters and police. Yeah, and the police are only getting, what, 27%? It's like, that doesn't seem right. I told them my name was Mary Donahue when I first started working for them. Yeah, there's no paper checks. Some of them already knew. They were laughing right from the get-go. Yeah, think about it too, Mary Donahue, and when you look back at Phil Donahue and the investigations going on back at that time, I mean, you should really start getting your shit together if I were you. Right. So, yeah, I can remember, getting paid under the table. They were letting me drive. I'm like, I don't have a license. What'd you say? I know they kept pretending like they couldn't hear me. Like, after the third time I said I don't have a license, I got that they were just pretending not to hear me and that I should just drive. Yep, I got that. I know, it's like we're working, it's like a factory in Lowell, Massachusetts, like in the back of some big paper factory in some little office. You got this big 500-pound guy sitting at the desk, some frickin' other fat fucking chubby Italian dude sitting over there calling me a rookie. Aren't gonna give me the good cards. I gotta call all the resis. Yeah, I got talking to those people. I learned a lot. I know, and they had me going around. I was making calls on the phone, calling these people. A lot of them would laugh when you said you were calling for the police. Right, because you're down in like Pawtucket, Lowell, Massachusetts areas, you know? In the year 2000. Brad, I can remember going and picking up some of the donations in some of the more ghetto areas. And people pulling me off to the side because they saw me collecting the envelopes off the door for the police and firefighters. That was the police, I believe, this specific time. Yeah, and they said, hey, you working for that company? Yeah, some people told me some pretty interesting stuff. I mean, it makes you keep one eye open, that's for sure. Or 3, I don't know. Right, so I mean, just to grasp that, and then when I started seeing the connections with the drug trafficking, way back up in my hometown up here in Augusta, Maine, and Whitefield, Maine. Well, my hometown is Whitefield. Yeah, we moved here to Augusta in 2006 when our home out in Whitefield got burned down by some savages. They said rats chewed through the wires, but we all know what happened, okay? Whether you want to fucking admit it or not. I know, we're crazy. It's all in our head, okay? I know once people start seeing what's going on here, they get fucking pissed at the lies and the manipulation and how fucking stupid and sick people are. Just the sick fucking manipulation and the lies and the arrogance and the ignorance. And they know that that's what's been getting their brothers and sisters killed. If you think I'm fucking around, you get another thing coming. I ain't just speaking for myself. I'm speaking for many that are already past and gone, and for those that are still here who love and miss them very much. And I'm speaking for my own children who are in the hands of these sick punks. You people got a problem with that, you just let me know. As for the proper authorities, you should probably address what's going on here.
What controlled substance causing injury. He was later released on a $50,000 cash bond. Eventually, he...
Chaos on.
I see.
I served 2 tours in the Middle East. 21 years in the Air Force.
I served in a field artillery unit.
The main National Guard. I respect Graham Plattner's service, but he doesn't respect ours.
Plattner falsely accused a military hero of war crimes.
He said a Purple Heart recipient didn't deserve to live after being shot, trying to save his own troops.
And Plattner blames his Nazi tattoo on military culture? That's insulting. Graham Plattner's a fraud. He's unfit to represent Maine.
Pine Tree Results PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Pretty brazen statements to throw around.
Serving on 22G. Copy attack for me. Romeo, 6399. Hey, boss. Hey. Let me get your ID before you move.
I want my ID. Son shot.
Yeah. Give me your ID, boss. That's what I'm asking for. I got to do my investigation. You brought him here. You the party want to save his life. I need your ID for report purposes. What room y'all at? At night 10. At night 10. Y'all came from Red Roof Inn, right?
Yes.
What room? What room was you in?
I don't know. My son was shot.
Where did this happen at? This
Red Roof Inn.
253. 253? Yes. Did it happen in the room or did somebody come and do it?
No, me and my son was in the car. He found a gun and shot us.
Now how old is he? Your son?
3?
Oh my
3?
god.
Alright. You said 2. So it happened in the car?
Yes.
Alright. Where's the gun at now?
Right there on the floor.
Oh my god.
Alright. 2620, 2607, or 2607, 2620. It's gonna be room 253. Is your wife in there with him right now?
Yes.
Hey, all this took place in the vehicle. Come on up to 22G for me.
Hey, yeah. Magazine? Attempted murder?
It's coming down the pipe. You go click that joint.
Then, will the Democrats say, okay, you know what? Without USAID, we don't out fundraise you guys anymore, so we don't have the resources the Republicans do. So maybe it is a good idea to have watermarked ballots, voter ID, and just free and fair elections, not who's better at ballot harvesting. The entire Republican establishment should probably switch to this in these midterms, because if the Supreme Court forever decided you can just keep on counting ballots for an unlimited period of time, stop playing by the rules that is, how can we get the most people passionate about the ballots and voting for us? They should start playing by the rules of, the game is now allowed to have unlimited innings, we need to have unlimited players. That's the new rule. We didn't make the rules, but if you don't play by the new rules, you are regarded.
Voter ID with photo, ideally, but voter ID, proof of citizenship, and no mail-in ballots, which is, to my way of thinking, maybe the most important of all because it's so corrupt.
Yes.
But you have exceptions if you're away.
Yes.
Exceptions for the military.
Yes.
And deployed.
But none of this stuff like
Exceptions. Illness.
But none of this stuff like in LA, where in my apartment complex, every apartment complex, one, I would receive a bunch of mail-in ballots of people that I've never seen before, and two, our post office box would be broken into almost monthly at one period of time, and then also with the post office master key, so it's somebody from the inside helping them break into stuff. Completely insecure, we had to fix it.
Disability, you have exceptions, strong exceptions.
Yeah, small exceptions, that's the only opportunity for them to do it, but again, there are people that are against them. Now, I don't know if this is the same video.
Parliamentarian? What were you asking about?
Yeah, have you talked with Thune about?
I have no, I can't imagine why you'd keep a woman that was put there by Harry Reid and Barack Hussein Obama. I cannot
Say
understand
his full name. So petty.
The leader has the right to fire the person at will and put somebody else there.
So you're saying if you receive welfare no vote, I'm a big proponent of not necessarily only landowners vote, but I think only net taxpayers.
Yes. Did you see that? Oh, good. So yeah, just for anybody listening to, so you can comprehend and understand sometimes how annoying it is when people play stupid. And, well, I mean, you try to show them in the funnest, most innocent ways possible without being too... Right, it's like people need a letter stamped and sealed to them from the president to accept reality. And they'll live in their little delusional world. I know.
Because all those cars you just cut off with your horse, I don't want to work in a collision like that. You got your driver's license?
Yeah, they live in a flip phone kind of world. Don't believe anything you read online. I know, they, over the years, they used to love Jim Carrey, started hating him. Used to love, I mean, so many people, and when you look at it, it's like the ones that were trying to speak out about the vaccines. That was back around 2006 and 7, yeah? Jim Carrey, he was dating, didn't he marry her for a little bit? Jenny McCarthy? Yeah, and her son had autism, and they were she wrote a book about it, yeah. So yeah, people don't even want to acknowledge any of these things and act like people went crazy. They don't want to acknowledge it. They're sick, mentally ill people, and they need help. And you can work on that if you want. For us personally, we could fucking care less. And we're concerned about the kids. Yeah, we've dealt with that shit long enough. Years of disgusting neglect and abuse here.
Happy early birthday, since I'm going to see you tomorrow. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to say, I mean, we still deal with it. I'm not saying that we're just saying that's not our focus. Like, you might want to focus on your drug investigations. Okay, we could care less. You might be focused on the vaccine stuff. We could care less, but thank you. It's like heroes. Anybody that wants to try to speak out about the dangers of vaccines and the overprescribing of SSRIs. But what happened was, you know, just people got casted off and... Yeah, well, when you look at the lower class and people just kind of, yeah, were blindly not vaccinating their kids with no education about it and not having proper... Yeah, I mean, there's an awareness that goes along with it, yeah.
So...
Right, if these people are just, no, I don't want to vaccinate, dangerous, mercury. Yeah, a lot of them weren't really understanding it, and a lot of the druggies and psychos trying to cover shit up spiked them doing that, and it was pissing doctors off. The people around here that call it and want to ignore it, they were the ones going around telling everybody how the vaccines cause autism. Right, remember in 2009, after the private investigator shot himself? They signed off on that shit in 2010. All of a sudden, they went the completely other direction because of the funding and what they did. Yeah, because what? Because our children are just autistic? Because, yeah, just the children of drug addicts.
Okay, but you were holding the phone in your hand. You can't be doing that. Suck it.
Yeah, when you go back and you see how stupid and insane, and I can't believe so many people went along with it, but I think just because it was profitable to them, and it covered up some of their nasty shit and allowed them to live in their delusions. Well, that's why so many were asking for disclosure. Remember even with Obama, 2008? Wake the fuck up, people. This is so sickening and disgusting. Make me fucking sick.
That's the only people you see with the phone in their hand. Okay, true. But they're talking on the phone.
You cannot hold the phone. You can't be supporting the phone with your body at any point.
So sad and
You
disturbing.
said you were talking on the phone because your sister called you. That's what you told me when you first walked
It
in.
really
I
is.
said I was on the phone, but I was talking.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do some reading in a little bit.
So regardless of if you cannot have the phone. That's the point blank period. It doesn't matter what the reason.
If I'm talking to my car speaker, you
still can't be holding the phone.
Which one do you want to read from?
Alright, so if you get what I'm
My
saying,
choice?
there's no back and forth needed. Alright? So you can't stop. You cannot support the phone with any part of your body.
Alright, I haven't decided yet.
If I'm talking to speaking, the phone ain't really, you know,
I might change my mind last minute too. I do that sometimes. I go to start a reading and I'll put down the book I was going to read and read a completely different one.
You cannot hold the phone. You cannot support the phone. You can't have the phone on your lap. You can't have the phone in your hand. You can't have it on your head. You can't have it anywhere. It needs to be in a phone holder or in a cup holder. You cannot be holding the phone, using the phone at all.
Even though I'm talking to
even though you're talking on the speakers. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You cannot have it. You cannot use it. You cannot hold it. Okay.
How y'all doing? Welcome to James home by the Gullis. This is my guy right here.
What's up, man?
I love him.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Working good?
Yep. Alright. Well, I'm definitely like to meet the sheriff's office. We're going to travel again. Did you realize I was the police or what? No, I was just on the time. Like, you literally pulled up next to me, slow down, kind of, and then took off. And you got
Oh yeah, and those were the same ones pissed off too when we got better in 2006 when we saw the Lyme specialist. Yeah, pissed them off. Like they wanted us to like be diagnosed with some fatal disease and die. I know, it was like it makes them mad when we survive. And then they got pissed off because part of the treatment was less gluten, wheat, and dairy. And the antibiotics, yeah, and we got a lot. I mean, when you go back and when you see even in the pictures, you can't deny it, you know? And so many people were asking us, yeah, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, yeah, I was like night and day. So much better.
Your insurance is good.
My system was just so overloaded and taxed with bacteria since I was a child. Yeah, according to my records, yeah, when I was a kid, they describe a rash and cat scratch fever back when I was in like kindergarten. Yeah, I think they had said from the kittens scratching us. We'd gotten new kittens from my dad's cousin, Earl, who lived down by the lake where the white-tailed deer and all the ticks were. Yeah, and I remember the cats, they were infested with fleas and ticks. We had to give them baths. Yeah, remember Teresa, his wife, how sick she was? She got real skinny. I know, always shaking. I think she took a lot of stuff, pills and stuff. Yeah, remember? And she died a long time. Yeah, she died a long time ago.
You're going 35 over, and the only reason why you're not going to jail is because you have been a...
Yeah, just organ failure and stuff, being so sick. A few other people from around that area, same thing, yeah.
Well, tell her you got pulled over.
Yeah, really sad.
Well, she don't need to come over here. Just let her, if she wants to know why, tell her you're going 100 miles an hour and a 65.
Oh yeah, like some flesh-eating disease. I know, because when people describe them, they got really skinny. I think it's just, there are flesh-eating diseases, yeah, and you can get ringworms type of thing. But yeah, I think it's a little different.
August 8, 10 a.m. right off of Leeds Avenue. It's going to be there's a court date. It's going to be at 10 a.m.
I think she had Lyme disease, yeah, it just wasn't really recognized, or some kind of bacterial overload, and she was just getting medicated with so many different things. Plus they drank, plus she took other prescription drugs, plus she smoked. And, yeah, remember Earl's wife, Teresa?
You can use this lane.
Yeah, he was with her before he married, oh gosh, I can't remember her name. No, she's not a colored woman. Her kids were colored. Yeah, she had, yeah, oh man, her name, I can't remember her name. Yeah, I don't know.
Why are you driving like that?
I don't know, and I don't care.
You blew my doors off at 84. Absolutely it does.
But yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I'm sorry, no, nothing racist. It's just that's how they were trying to figure out who I was talking about. But yes, that's who I was talking about. Yeah, Teresa, I remember. She died way back. Yeah, it was like 90s, early 2000s. She just got really, she was skinny anyways, but then you think of all that stuff and just, I think eventually her organs just gave out on her. Yeah, I know. Sad. It is sad. It's really sad.
Were you with your family or who were you with? Okay. Alright. So, you got your driver's license on you? Let me see your driver's license. Huh? Okay. Well, I can't see you. Turn the truck off. I can't hear you.
Yeah. But yeah, so we had gotten kittens from them.
So you said you were
and I got scratched up too, yeah. So I went to the doctors because I kept getting really bad earaches. It got so bad. And they kept putting me on amoxicillin for the earaches.
Yeah, that's not gonna make you. That's not gonna.
Which I guess is another thing that causes.
Like that, or you don't drink at all? But that's two different things.
No, I don't drink.
Yeah, I mean, just years of that not being recognized, your system just getting so damaged and depleted of all the good bacteria and getting overloaded with the bad bacteria. We ate raw hot dogs, and I ate a lot of sugar and butter and dairy. We grew up in a meat and dairy town. You know, one of the Disney people bought a cow from our town because it had a Mickey Mouse imprint on its side. It's the side of it looked just like Mickey Mouse's head, and I'm pretty sure like the Disney people bought it or something.
Are you sure? If I make sure that you get the drive, you telling me is insufficient enough for me. I'm being honest with you, okay? So I'd like to run you through some field sobriety tests to make sure you're good. If you're good with that, okay.
It's my hometown. This is your hometown.
He was stopped for
8 years old,
miles an hour in a 60s zone.
running with a dime in my hand.
Speaking like that,
we're at Walmart.
And
we're at Walmart. We were standing in line. It's funny too because we were in the back first and it was really slow. There was nobody. I was like, man, it's really empty in here. We were by the vacuums. I got a new vacuum. I'm so excited. It's a 3-in-1. It's a Shark. I'm excited. Anyways, no, I haven't used it yet. I just got back a little bit ago. But yeah, it was really dead. Didn't seem like there was many people there. And then, when we got to the front, there was so many people. All the lines were full. Long lines, yeah. Anyways, we were standing there. I was watching myself up on the TV and I was doing some stretches. And I just felt like singing for some reason. So I started singing. What song was it? Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. The place is packed, you know. The people in line in front of us. A couple of them walked off. I think they just got sick of waiting in line because the line, it was really long and we weren't moving. I think that's what I was singing. I didn't do it really loud like that. It was like, I'll try to do, I think it was more like, it was loud enough. So, I mean, people in a 30-foot vicinity turn their heads. Not all of them. Some people didn't notice. Or they don't care, you know, some people just break out in song all the time, especially around these parts. On the way there, actually, on the way there, at the red light by the jail, did you see the guy dancing in the road? He did the chimney dance. He knows the dance, because it wasn't like 1 or 2 moves that just kind of looked like it. There was 3 to 5 moves that were done perfectly in order. He knew the dance. Anyways, did you see him? He was crossing the road. He was going really slow. He was like hopping on 1 foot. He was dancing like the people from that Rusted Root Send Me On My Way video. Send me on my way. Send me on my way. I would like to reach out my hand. Yeah, well, anyways, he was doing that. It was in the middle of the road, though. He was crossing the street up the 4-way by up here by the jail at the red light. I know, I was going to pull my phone out, but the light turned green. You're not supposed to use your phone while you're driving anyways. Your mom's like, oh my gosh, we're going to do another round of that, huh? Okay. Right, so anyways, we're standing in line, and I started breaking out in song. Not bad, not obnoxiously, for about, I'd say, 15 seconds. With a break in the middle, so it wasn't a constant. And I looked around and made eye contact with people and gave them a smile, let them know. Right, so if one guy was looking at me, then when he saw me look at him and smile, he kind of smiled and he looked away and went back to what he was doing. Okay, no cause for alarm. Right, because you want to make sure it's not some freaking psycho that's about to pull out a machete or something, you know? Right. So I was like, hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. And then I paused, and Mom put her head down and she goes, Mary, don't. And I waited for a second, I took a breath. And I just want you to know. And that was it. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I didn't make a big scene. And then I continued doing my stretches, watching myself up in the TV. And then, well, even Mom said, what are you doing? I said, I want to make sure the security sees me. I'm signaling to him. And she was like, oh my God. So get this. Anyways, we're walking out the store. And we go out the exit. Man, it was hot out, huh? You come out of that nice AC and hit that 83 degrees, and it was like, woo. Might have been 84 or even 85 up on that Walmart hot top. And we paused by the poles, and I was holding on to Mom's arm, and then I reached down to get my sunglasses. And this old gentleman was walking right towards us, and I looked up, and he put his arms out, and he did the stretches like I just did, and he goes, do your stretches? It's like, yeah. He just walked by real fast and went in. Nice old guy. And I laughed. I was like, oh, that was great. And I looked at Mom to see if there was any acknowledged. She didn't notice. She didn't get it. I was like, did you see that confirmation right there? She goes, what confirmation? It's like, you don't fucking see anything. She's like, what are you talking about? Like, did you see him? That old man just went by and said, do your stretches. And he did the stretches I was doing in there. Yeah? So what? No, nothing? No, okay. They don't get it. Anybody want to help them? I mean, even if you could, it doesn't matter. Why would you? It doesn't fucking matter. I actually wouldn't even waste your breath with them, really. Yeah, no, I'd help the kids if I were you. But yeah, I thought that was a good one. I know, I mean, he obviously, unless he was in the store and then forgot something in his car, right? If he had been in there and seen me doing that, and then went out to his car because he forgot something, and was coming back in, That would be the only way he would have been able to mimic the stretches I was just doing and look right at me laughing, going, do your stretches. Right? I love that. I love that. That's good. That's good. It makes me happy. It actually does. Like, thank God. You know, because yeah, when that's not there, you get a little worried. But see, that was like way overboard. That right there, that wasn't even needed for us. Like, the confirmation's already there. But that helps us sometimes, and just look at others like, did you see that? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Someone's keeping an eye out, you know? Right, so this has actually been well known long time. Actually, if you go back with these programs and you start understanding those things, and yeah, like ICE and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, if you're expecting anything more or less from us when it comes to that, yeah, we're just do the best we can to stay out of the way. We're just concerned about the children. Yeah, see, we're dead mothers. I know, when you understand these situations and how many of us have been killed. Yeah, good private investigators, probation officers, teachers, police officers, cashiers. So many innocent people. Yeah, and when you understand, it's that ignorance to the abuse and them making a dramatic scene whenever it's mentioned. Yeah, that's a mental illness, sick and disturbing, and it's that right there that those punks depend on. Well, they look for those kind of people because they know they can get away with some shit around those kind of people. They just got to find the people they don't like. Find the people uncovering their crimes, right? Because they know they'll be glad to turn their heads to them fucking with the people uncovering their crimes. Yeah, we're sick of that shit. We've seen and witnessed this our whole lives, you guys. For real. It makes me sick, and actually I feel my heart. It's that kind of stuff right there. It does, it just goes menthol, it disappears. I don't even know how to express that. Just the overwhelming, just sadness, just the useless, and when you see it's over, just people being anal and ignorant, unwilling to look at the facts, so caught up in themselves, and then so many people profiting from that. Get a load of these people, how stupid, how selfish, how drug addicted. Look what they do to their own kids. Look what they do to how they treat their parents. Look at this. Look at this. Analyze that. Hey, analyze this, motherfuckers. It got old a long fucking time ago. Okay? A lot of people are aware of it, and so many people that get involved with these things think we're talking to them. We're not. We love and forgive you. We know a lot of you probably came in targeting us. We know that. Get the Karen, get the non-vaxxer, that's why we explain these things. Love and forgiveness. And we got called naive stupid people you should stay away from for preaching love and forgiveness. Right, because we try to help those people understand that, because we've seen a lot of private investigators and good people literally kill themselves because they feel the guilt. And then when they hear the dead mothers like us, angry, screaming out, do something about this, and they're feeling the guilt, which they shouldn't, it really pisses us off. So when those people ignore it, that anger that comes out, or that is suppressed, it's not fair. The outburst, neither the suppression of such things. It should be addressed in an adult manner, and I can't believe how long these childish outbursts and dramatic subject matter have been on the table with the mainstream news and a lot of other people. Very sick, disgusting, disturbing, and scary to us. So any adults have any suggestions as to how we can get the folks around here, local authorities, to address the facts and concerns with our children and report about the child and animal abuse that gets fed out to these groups. Yeah, it helps you to understand in the terminology, Karens, Hamas. Right, and the people listening understand. I know they get, we have new people in class sometimes, like new people that have only been with us for a few days are like, didn't they just say this yesterday? Right, and we're saying it again as though it's new. We got new people in class. You ever see, like, it's like taking an order. Would you like fries with that? Didn't they just say that to the person before us? Oh. See, I mean, you might not think that in a place like that it'd be expected, right? Right, so when you don't understand or see the abuse or the investigations, it might look a little out of place to you. Right, so if you're not fucking the kids, and you're not willingly and knowingly protecting them, then, yeah, don't feel threatened by us. You should actually be really fucking pissed and irate at the same people we are. And do what you can to help the children and hostages. We're dead mothers. We don't need any fucking pats on the back or kicks in the ass, but send them our way. It's okay. They always do. And when you get back home, you tell them we're coming. And hell's coming with us. Why, Ike? Whatever. No. Much love, health, and peace to you all. I really hope the proper authorities address these things soon. I really do. The proper authorities. I'm sorry, another piece of my tooth chipped off. Yeah, so now on the other side, so it's like it's cutting into my tongue again. It takes a few days. When chunks that size break off, my speech sounds funny. Not that it doesn't already sound funny. Some say it does, some say it doesn't. I don't care. I don't think either way. I just talk. Sometimes some things are funny. Sounds. You know, the way just something is said, right? Timing. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, we're just out to help the kids, that's all. Right, and I mean, look at all the wealth with which that entails. Just unfortunately, they really had to shift their business models and manipulate the systems and fuck with people for 15 years, like have a whole generation that is just totally mind swept and medicated, over vaccinated. Really sad. So, I mean, do you want to cry about it, play victim and blame the system, sue somebody? Many of them thought that that's what they'd be able to do. They're like, yeah, pump me up, get me sick so I can sue them. I was like, you can't sue them. Why are they doing that? I know literally some people have that mindset. They want to get sick, dude. They want to be drugged up. I know, it's really sad. The frick did I put that? No. Yeah. I know. I was thinking of getting rid of this one, because yeah, and just doing like the mats. Yeah, those are cool. I like those. Alright, my recording space is about to run out, and this is about an hour. Yeah, some of the moderators are explaining that stuff to them. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of times stuff gets cut off, and that's just because it's stuff I really don't want to repeat either, so sometimes they'll get shifted off, and moderators will step in and say, hey, and they'll explain it to them. Yeah, because I'm about to fucking lose my shit. And you know what happens when I do that? It's crazy. Eat some extra jelly toast tonight. I'm excited to try that. We got some goodies. I got some bruschetta from Peru. Gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I know. I know I'm nervous. Living on the edge. Living on the edge. I'm so scared. But I'm not fearful of it. I'm not like oof in fear, but ooh scary, like in a cool kind of way. Yeah, I'm doing something daring. Dude, I'm gonna eat bruschetta from Peru. How is that not daring? I don't know where I come from. That is way on the edge. Alrighty, folks. That's it for this class. What time is it? 6:48.
Should be able to vote. Meaning to say, if you receive more in benefits and returns than you do into the tax base, you should not be able to decide how we divvy up that money. Because right now you're seeing in New York City, Minneapolis, where these places of more than half of these populations are on some form of social benefits and welfare. You are now seeing the bottom 51% just voting their way into spending the top 49% of them, but the top 49%'s money. We're seeing this everywhere, while they're big fans of championing socialism and communism, whatever. But we need to stop that. If you have no stake in the game, you cannot vote on it. And I'm even a big proponent of, if somebody's in Congress and they don't got kids, they should not be able to vote on sending our America's kids to war. It seems kind of a stretch, but honestly, if you have no personal investment in the next generation and the health and safety of those kids, I don't think you should be able to vote your way into a very profitable situation by sending somebody else's kids off to die in war. That's my opinion.
Because we get so many negative rulings from her, the parliamentarian. She's been there for years, and she was put there by Harry Reid and Barack Hussein Obama. Harry Reid was a bad guy, and he was the leader, and he was the voter. And the speaker has the right to immediately fire her and put somebody else there. And like, it's not even believable.
Yes, all these federal judges out there have just somehow reversed the...
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, don't even try. Don't even try. I know, because then you'll try to figure out. No, you can't. Yeah, actually, you could do that. You could, yeah.
Tell me who's that riding?
John the Revelator.
Who's that riding?
John the Revelator.
Who's that riding?
John the Revelator.
Hey, put up the sermon. Well, what's done the riding?
One another.
Amen.
This is what America is about. It's not
her version of respect one another is like, hey, look the other way when we do criminal stuff. Case in point, saw a Vietnamese guy. I wasn't like, whoa, Nick, we're going after the West Africans. You leave that poor Asian guy alone. It's like, no. We don't divide ourselves amongst skin color. We divide ourselves amongst law-abiding and criminality. We divide ourselves on makers and takers. People that provide something to society versus people that are taking value of society. She can only see it as color, saying, how would you like it if we went after redneck criminals? You can never reason with this mentality.
In your video and looking for people that don't look like you and try to put them down.
Nothing to do with.
This is what's